Welcome everyone to a quick battle showdown between Praetor as the Lizardmen versus Back Alley Midget as the Wood Elves. This match took place on the plane of spiders, with the lizards fighting trees with fire. So here in the front line with the Wood Elves, we're going to be seeing 4 units here of the Dryads, all with the weakness to fire, including the Wraths of the Frozen Heart, with that nice Frostbite and Slow ability. 3 units of the Stalked Deepwood Scouts in the middle with a phenomenal damage output, and in the back some good anti-dino infantry. The Winterheart Guards for the Unbreakable status, anti-large and armor piercing, and also the Wardens of Sith Rao, armor sundering, anti-large and armor piercing. 2 very good infantry units. To support them, the ginormous Tree Man, also with a fire weakness but has that imbued terror, making him very good at dealing with infantry. As we can see here for the Lord choice today, supporting that range is going to be the Glade Lord. She has her Prayer of Arathronema, also the Banner of the Eternal Queen, and the Eye of Kurnos. So for the hero today, we will have the Branch Wraith with the Pendulum, Earthblood, Calling of the Woods, Smoky Mirrors, and the Surprising Blessing of the Ancients. Here in a desert, I think we might struggle to find some trees. But for the last units here, we will have the Cavalry of the Great Stag Knights. Now, great indeed, as their name suggests, as they're one of my favourite units here for the Wood Elves. They have a ginormous 77 charge bonus, 90 speed, and 69 armor-piercing weapon strength, not including Frenzy, that immune to psychology, fear, and that physical resistance, making them so goddamn good for that price tag. So over here for the Lizardmen, 5 units of the Fire Chameleon Stalkers there with that ammunition, and in the middle the double Fire Bastillodon solar engines, fire and magic damage here with that blinded ability for the negative stats, making them very good at removing trees. In the middle the anti-large Saurus Spears with those shields to protect them up against those missiles, and in the back we're going to have the cheap Skink Cohorts. But one here today from the newest DLC, the Skink Oracle, looking gorgeous as always, with the Opal Amulet, Earthblood, and the Flock of Doom. 889 anti-large, armor-piercing, and poison missile strength, making them very good up against those large tree men. We also have the hero today, the Skink Chief with these annoying pokes, 82 ammunition, absolutely no joke, and Krokgar today as the Lord choice. On top of a cold one here with the Hand of the Gods, Swiftness of Itzel, and the Sacred Spawning of Exotl. Now keep an eye here on that Hand of Gods, that fire damage could really pay off here today. Now, shots in the front up against the Dryads. Already removing quite a few units. 9 already gone down from a couple of shots here from the Bastillodons. I'd like to see this force moving forward. Keep and maintain that space there between the frontline infantry and the rest of your build. Try and see if you have a little bit more room to kite with your double fire ammunition. Shots in the front. Loads of damage there up against the infantry. Very nice indeed. Shots already going through. As you can see, one fired off here. Actually, the Troglodon hitting the Chameleon Stalkers. You need to make sure that he's not on fire to will. Those shots are so valuable. You do not want to be firing up against the Dryads. Oh, nice pendulum here in the front up against the double Saurus Spears. As we can see here, the Tree Man's coming into range. He's a little bit solo. I'd like to see both the Bastillodon solar engines and the Troglodon here firing up against the Tree Man. You take him down in a matter of seconds. But in range now is going to be the Deepwood Scouts, and they're going to be firing here up against these large dinos. 140 armor for the Bastillodon solar engines, but only 95 for the Skink Oracle. That would certainly be my target. Healing in the back from the Tree Man, up with the Dryads. And looks like here, fighting in the front now is going to be the Wardens of Sith Rao and the Winterheart Guards, Unbreakable. They'll certainly do some good work here up against these Saurus Spears. Fighting is going to be the Chameleon Stalkers chasing after the Tree Man. But it looks like the Branch Wraith is going to get broken. He's getting shot here in the middle. The net is going to go on the Skink Oracle. And big shots. Lovely damage. Oh my god, huge damage on the Branch Wraith. It's going to be broken here already. And that is so key to having it alive. Shattering as we do get a Bastillodon shot up against it as well. Very nice indeed. It looks like now the Troglodon is going to be dropping back here with the Skink Oracle. Fighting in the middle though is going to be still the Saurus Spears. They're some of the tankiest and most cost-efficient infantry in the game. Very good at holding indeed. As we can see, the Chameleon Stalkers fighting up against Dryads. The Tree Man's coming in. He has to push forward now. There's no more healing, no more pendulums. Nothing to aid with that front line. Stalkers pushing in the back up against the Deepwood Scouts. Also assisted by those shots as well. Slowly losing, though, is going to be the Saurus Spears. We are going to move in also with the nice Skink Cohorts, trying to get onto these Deepwood Scouts. There's some nice pressure there from the man, the myth, the Praetor. But moving in eventually is going to be the Great Stag Knights. A little bit slow there for the 1.5k cost. Want to see those involved as much as possible. They're going to be cycling here in the back up against the Bastillon Solar Engines, and also here up against the Chameleon Stalkers, breaking them and removing them. Like to see them surround Krotgar as well, putting that good damage output with that armor piercing to use. In the middle, though, still shooting unimpeded is going to be the Deepwood Scouts, and they're going to do loads of damage up against the Skink Oracle. You do have to be careful. I'd like to see the Skink Oracle here now start to shoot up against the Glade Lord, if we could do that, or maybe even the Tree Man. Indeed, you could certainly get some good output. Oh, Hand of the Gods. Oh my god, Hand of the Gods destroying the Tree Man. That was at least 1,000 damage value, if not more. That's really good stuff there up against his health. So some shots at the front with the Wardens of Sithral. Looks like they are going to finish off the Saur Spears, reducing them by half their armor and taking them down nice and effectively with that AP anti-large. They could move through and start removing the Bastillodon as well. Big shots in the front, still going after the Deepwood Scouts. A little bit poor on positioning there. As you can see, the nice straight line that's going to allow these shots to go all the way through the model counts, which is certainly going to hurt over time. Skink Chief, he could certainly... oh, he's going to be shooting after the Tree Man. Okay, that's some nice shots there. I think I prefer to see him shoot after the Glade Lord, a little bit less armor. Death is nothing. But as we can see here in the middle, it looks like caught here is going to be Krotgar. Sacred Spawning of Exotol for that physical resistance. Looks like he was netted and caught here by the cavalry. Is he going to get out, though? This is really painful for him. He is going to moving. Oh, nice. So Swiftness is it. Saw that nice explosion in the speed buff as he charges here. Oh, big hits up against the Glade Lord. This is big trade after big trade after big trade. Looks like the Tree Man is going to be working well here on the left-hand side, removing that infantry. He really needs to support the Glade Lord, though. The Glade Lord is getting absolutely slapped by Krotgar. Krotgar's doing some good work, but there's going to be some charges back and forth now. Both of them are going head-to-head. We can see Lord on Lord. Krotgar is anti-large armor piercing, with just armor piercing here from the Glade Lord. Better stats from the Glade Lord, though, and getting supported here from the Deepwood Scouts. Not like she is going to run away. Rampage Sword Spears, though, anti-large into the Treeman. And as we can see, a beautiful Flock of Doom up against the unbreakable Winterheart Guards and the very good Wardens of Sithral. Going to be chasing here. It looks like Krotgar is going to be moving over to the left side, getting shot and kited by the Glade Lord. He's now going to charge headlong into the Wardens of Sithral. This is a dangerous play here from Praetor. They are perfectly designed to deal with him. He's going to be trying to remove them the best he can. He does have fear, but they do have immune to psychology. Troglodon coming in. He's not known for his melee stats, but he does have good damage output there from the 415 armor piercing weapon strength. But if he does hit with the Tree Man, it could be quite helpful. Balance of power into the Dino favor. Shots going up against... oh my god, a fantastic... a second Hand of the Gods. Absolutely destroying the Lord there. And looks like it is going to be a pullout. But that is there the remaining remnants of what was a Lord. Brilliant stuff there from Praetor. Some good Hand of the Gods, some really nice abilities, and a fun battle. As we can see, 980 here for the Glade Lord, 214 for the Branch Wraith, with 260, 310, 425, and 645 from the Wraths of the Frozen Heart. So a good front line there from Back Alley Midget. As we see, 355, 850 for the Wardens of Sithral, and the range 1.7k, as well as 644 and 960 for the Deepwood Scouts. 2,200 from the Great Stag Knights, even though getting a little bit late involved there, still do some great damage output. And only 550 from the Tree Man, a little bit unsupported, unfortunately not quite enough healing, but a good targeting there from Praetor onto that Branch Wraith. As we can see, 2,350 from Krotgar, some Hand of the Gods, and some good charging there up against the Glade Lord. Got some good value. 380 there from the Skink Chief, with 2,031 for the Skink Oracle. I'd love to see the ammunition there maybe prioritized a little bit more towards those large targets and not left on fire to will. That's one thing you should certainly take off. It doesn't have a great amount of ammunition, but when utilized, it can really rack up some damage value. 200 from the Skink Cohorts, 730 here from the Chameleon Stalkers, with 400, 330, 580, and 400 there as well. Not quite all of them using their ammunition. I think a little bit more kite there and a little bit more micromanagement on them, getting the full value before they hit the front line of the Dryads could be nice, because they're both going to trade with moderate armor, good physical resistance, so as long as you get that fire ammunition off fully, you can really wither them down and then hopefully break them. But as we can see, 47 kills for 570, 33 there for 580 for the Saurus Spears, really holding well up against that elite infantry, with 822 and 970 for the Bastillodon solar engines. Great stuff with an awesome game. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please smash that like button. Drop a comment down below about what you thought as well. If you are new here, maybe think about subscribing. It would really help here on the channel for myself as I'm trying to grow. And also, if you're new, drop down below. You can see my description. Join my Discord where I have single player, multiplayer, leagues and tournaments for all of you guys to join and vote on. Other than that, I've been your boy Logic. Take care of yourself during these times. I'll see you all very, very soon. Take care.